I will say that like I am the most pro-human guy around. That I'm not at all in favor of replacing humans or of taking us out of the equation. But nonetheless, like the future is really freaking terrifying. I think there's a lot of wisdom you can get out of previous incarnations of new technology. I actually think that we have probably outside of the last 15 years, probably the rate of change has actually decreased, not increased, because a lot of material sciences have kind of lagged behind. If you think of like the beginning of the 1900s, we had microwaves and refrigerators and lots of new appliances, lots of new technologies. Since around 1950s to 70s, the only new things have been in IT. It kind of has sucked all the oxygen out of the room as all the smartest people have been building those kinds of things. So I think that we're not in a period of so much change that you can't learn from the past. If you actually look at the root of the concept of Luddite, which we use as an insult, we use it as a derogative term, and so that, I guess that'll also come across a bit controversial. But the concept of a Luddite was actually at the very beginning of the Industrial Revolution. They were the weavers that were going to be put out of business by the weaving machines that were being produced in England, which was, if you know about the history of the Industrial Revolution, was the very beginning of the very beginning, the very first spot of the Industrial Revolution. So it's almost a bit poetic that it happened so early in that. And I think that generally speaking, humans are always resistant to a big dramatic shift. If you're asking my real opinion, I think that there's fear of machines is very often a rational argument of other problems that are happening. So people are nihilistic or pessimistic, and then machines come in and they are definitely not Pollyanna. There's definitely a lot of hard problems in front of us to solve and to kind of figure out. But if you're coming from a nihilistic or pessimistic place, then it's pretty obvious where they are. They're going to be the doom of humanity. Why try? and before the machines came, well, you were pessimistic and nihilistic about something else. And I think fundamentally, there's something in the water, so to speak. When you measure baseline testosterone levels, it's gone down significantly. People think, well, there's a fantastic woman who has been doing research into the amount of plastic that people are consuming, microplastics, and that has significant trickle-down effects on humans. So I think overall, we are really not doing ourselves too many favors on a biological, not to mention socioeconomic level. And I think that manifests in a variety of places, which is leading to a greater sense of pessimism. And then that is then rationalized by whatever is the thing of the day. And AI is a very top of a very large pyramid, of everything humanity has been kind of building and innovating. And so it can be anything to anyone. And so people, throw their own stories on top of it, but it's all just stories. And I would say that's I'm not lumping Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking in the same boat as, somebody right now who is maybe struggling with or kind of in a mental health, having struggles with mental health. I think that there definitely are a lot of very rational and concerning things that are worth paying attention, worth very smart people paying very close attention to make sure we get right. So I'm not wanting to lump it as a monolith, but I think certainly when you ask why are people scared right now, I think a lot of it is we're not always taking care of ourselves or taking care of our young people in a way that they are naturally being as optimistic as we would hope.
That was such a great video, and it looks like amazing conversation is happening below. Thanks for watching, and you can like and subscribe.